Hi, my name's Chelsea Carter, and this is my husband, Britt. We've got 3 kiddos that have gone through Goddard. Our oldest is in 5th grade at Challenger. He went through Oak Street all the way through. Our daughter is in 3rd grade now, and then we have a kindergartner coming this fall. And we are here to ask Ms. Miller some questions about the bond. How specifically will this bond impact our school community?
So the bond is pretty important and pretty near and dear to our hearts and probably everybody in the community. Oak Street has been a staple in the community. The building was built in 1953. Some remember when it was the PLC, and a lot of people remember that when it was just kindergarten and 1st grade in this building. And this building has been through some transitions, but it has always been a staple of the community. And I can't think of a better way for Oak Street to continue to live on in this community and serve our families and our communities than to start with the youngest of children and the youngest and to provide that early childhood experience for them. And it's really neat that it's right here in the heart of Goddard. This changes Oak Street into an early childhood center. The biggest impact I think that you'll see here at Oak Street is putting all pre-K students under one roof, also the Parents as Teachers program under one roof. So I'm really excited for the early childhood opportunities that it will allow for all of the students in the community.
So how does this bond impact the learning experience of the students?
We'll have 2 additional elementary schools, and the enrollment at those elementary schools will be a little bit more even.
I always notice it never looks like it's cramped or small or anything like that until you get to the class parties. And you want to plan all these fun things and these activities, but there's just no space to do a lot of the large motor activities that are really fun. Why would you say it's important for people to get out and vote on May 13th?
I think this district has a long-standing commitment to kids. I've been in the district and in this building for 26 years and we've raised our kids here. My husband and I have raised our kids here. And I think the most important thing is to continue to give kids opportunities. One of the biggest things that I think makes Goddard unique from other districts is we're a big district, but we don't feel like a big district. We very much feel like a family. And we're able to keep the buildings smaller, enrollment in the buildings a little bit smaller so that students have opportunities. And I think Goddard is known for having those connections with their kids, and I think that's why it's important for people to get out and vote on May 13th so that we can continue that excellence for our students and we can make sure that we are staying ahead of the growth so that we're maintaining the type of education that people have come to expect in this district.
I love the community feel and how it's so important, because when we came for enrollment for our youngest and he walks in and everybody already knows his name because we're here. The other 2 have gone here. They see him in the car line. They engage with him in every aspect.
And it makes that transition so much easier. Next year when he comes to school, he'll know all of the staff, and it takes the anxiety out of it for not only him, but for you. Absolutely.
It's a comfort for him, for sure.
I had a 1st grader, and she later came back and became a teacher here. And then now we have a couple of families that I taught their parents in 1st grade, and now their kids are coming through Oak Street. So it's fun just to see the generations come through this building. And I'm excited for early childhood in Goddard. I think it's something that will benefit all of our families, all of our students, and ultimately our community.
Just want to encourage all the Oak Street families to get out on May 13th and vote.